Rio de Janeiro is a major cultural and economic hub in Brazil and home to over 12 million residents. The city is rich with diversity and offers an abundance of different sights and sounds. In its richness, Rio is also a place of multiple contradictions. Formal and informal spaces create economic and social inequalities. These disparities have led to significant public health challenges. 22% of Rio's population live in favelas. These densely structured informal communities are often portrayed negatively by both the public and the government. Large social housing projects occupy a space between the formal and informal, presenting unique opportunities and challenges. Pedregulho is located in the North Zone of Rio. It was initiated by Carmen Portinho, director of the city's public housing department, who appointed her husband, Afonso Heishi, as head architect in 1946. The goal of Pedregulho was to produce an egalitarian community to showcase the Brazilian social reform by exhibiting the socio-economic and technological progress of the country. This state-funded project was initially intended as affordable housing for civil servants. The original design of the complex included a public services building, shopping center, playground, nursery, primary school, gymnasium, swimming pool, and a health center. However, in the decades following its completion, it was abandoned by the government and began to deteriorate. In 2011, Pedregulho was registered as a cultural monument, prompting a 2013 renovation of the building's facade and public spaces. The design intended to produce a modern, equitable lifestyle by providing shared community spaces, light and air-filled spaces, and a close connection to nature. Its open corridors aim to foster social interaction between its residents. Pedregulho's main entrance is located on a steep slope, with 2 pedestrian bridges connecting the main road to an open-air 3rd floor. From this level, residents access their units through narrow and dimly lit staircases. The slope presents a number of accessibility issues, particularly for the elderly, who have trouble accessing the communal facilities and the rest of the city. According to on-site social and health workers, the isolation due to this inaccessibility is often tied to poor mental health and anxiety among the residents. Social inequality is also an issue in Pedregulho. Residents with higher incomes tend to live in the northern half of the building, while those with lower incomes live in the southern half. Some residents are financially able to maintain and upgrade their apartments. Those who cannot live in noticeably worse conditions. During our time at Pedregulho, we sat down with residents to discuss their aspirations for the community. These conversations revealed that after the recent renovation, residents have become more invested in improving the building and strengthening the community. Through our research and on-site discussion with residents, we've identified 3 main opportunity categories: social, built environment, and economic. Within each of these, we define specific opportunities targeting different communities and spaces in Pedregulho. These opportunities inform the development of 7 project actions. Implementing these actions will create positive outcomes. In turn, leading to improved health and beneficial social, economic, and environmental impacts on the Pedregulho community. Praça Pedregulho aims to contribute to the building's existing status as a cultural attraction while providing the youth more opportunities for knowledge exchange and interactive participation. We envision this becoming a week-long, monthly activity where local artists partner with students to create art exhibitions that activates Pedregulho's unused public spaces. Capitalizing on the unused shelves and vacant rooms on the third floor, we propose to provide a small library which features a Take One, Leave One book program and shared interest groups. In addressing this opportunity of furthering accessibility, Biblioteca Pedregulho aims to connect residents through reading and to bring local knowledge and information to the building in lieu of residents having to externally seek resources. Through a series of extracurricular activities, Home Forum Lab intends to promote valuable experiences for Pedregulho's younger generations. The construction of a community activity center in the unused office spaces of the third floor provides a home for participation and performance, a forum for multi-generational communication, and a lab for testing, learning, and sharing solutions for real-life challenges. The exterior slope of Pedregulho provides a wealth of opportunities that focus on outdoor activity and sustainability. We propose that a produce garden be installed in the currently underused space along the back of the building. These gardens would be actively maintained by Pedregulho residents who would either distribute the produce amongst themselves or sell it in the local market to generate profits that could then be reinvested back into the garden and the community. Pedregulho is designed to operate as a car share service. Elderly residents can request 2 separate services from young adult drivers, running errands or requesting a ride into the city for medical appointments and other activities. In exchange for this service, the young adult driver would receive a small compensation to cover gas and vehicle maintenance, as well as a full-time wage. This program could create friendships and companionships amongst isolated and lonely senior residents. Small businesses provide a feasible means for residents to make additional income and a convenient way for residents to access goods and services. Currently, establishments within Pedregulho do not meet the needs of its population. Fostering the growth of small businesses will bring accessible goods and services to the community while enhancing their economic and social capital. We propose the creation of a Gray Area Handbook, which will contain concepts and guidelines for spatial adaptations and provide strategies to foster entrepreneurship. TudoBem is a digital platform that connects all the activities within the building, thus improving communication and connection amongst Pedregulho residents. By providing a common platform for all the activities and programs, new opportunities for shared community growth will manifest. The community will partner with local technical universities to develop the platform. Resident training programs will include the children and the elderly of the community to foster integration and prevent feelings of isolation. These 7 project actions come together to create positive impacts and form a cohesive design strategy to improve health and well-being for the Pedregulho community.